We just keep on walking, but never really getting nowhere. It's like we keep on talking, but never really saying nothing. On different sides, on different times, stuck in a ways we ain't changing. Can't read your mind, and I've really tried. You won't let me in, like we're strangers. Say opposites, supposed to attract, but we both can tell it feels off and should let it go, but somehow we fall.
Okay guys, so it is currently, it's currently 4:19 and I'm at the library. I am about to go to my inside class, but this is what we worked on all so far. I did that, and then we still have probably like one more page to do. This is gonna be a quiz, but I'm almost done.
We can't see clearly, somehow this thing between you and me.
More studying for pharm, so I literally go through and this is what I do. Like on my study guide, it's all locked, and then I ask myself, okay, what are the triggers and causes of COPD, chronic bronchitis, and emphysema? Then I unlock it, check my work, chronic bronchitis, emphysema. We move on, rinse and repeat. Triggers and causes of asthma, of allergic reactions, exercise. There's 4 of them. I know exercise is one of them. Yeah. Infections, air pollutants, allergens. Okay, allergens, air pollutants, infections, exercise. So chemical mediators in allergic asthma. So in allergic asthma, individuals develop antibodies to foreign antigens. Oops, antigens. Don't do this to me. And after exposure to the antigen, chemical mediators are released. These include your prostaglandins, your leukotrienes, histamine, and eosinophilic chemotactic factor. But I got the prostaglandins and the leukotrienes of an anaphylaxis, the ECFAs. Histamine is released upon inflammation, and it causes vasoconstriction, bronchoconstriction, and mucosal edema. It is released by mast cells. Antihistamines, though, have little to no benefit to asthma. Okay. It is currently Wednesday, April 9th, and I haven't done a sit-down video in basically since the new year, and I want to do a sit-down video, but I have just been so incredibly busy, and in a good way. So there's a lot of updates that I am going to share. I keep on saying I'm gonna share, but I promise it's coming soon. So many things that I want to talk to you guys about on YouTube that I just have not, and so I don't want to just spring it randomly. I want to sit down and formally talk through it once it happens, which it's in 2 weeks, so it's not too much of a wait. I promise it's actually coming soon, when I will finally talk about what I have been alluding to on my channel for a while now. So after I finished this big thing that I was taking up a lot of my time the past few months, I thought that I would have more free time, but I have just filled that time doing other stuff. I have been on my gym grind, I've been eating really well, I have been hanging out with friends, reading, studying. I'm still in school, so even though I finished this big thing, I still have classes to study for, school obligations, work obligations. You guys know I stay having multiple jobs, so I have been busy, to say the least. But I did want to talk to the camera for a little bit. It's late, but I'm tired, but not tired at the same time. When your eyes, your mind is tired, but your body isn't. This is what I get for not going to the gym today, but I just had so much to do, so I wasn't able to go to the gym. But yeah, that's the updates of how the past 2 weeks have been. I've really just been kind of getting back into being healthy and doing the things that I kept on not doing because I was busy with this other thing and putting it off and using that as an excuse. And now I don't have that as an excuse, so I have actually been eating better and taking care of my health and myself. And I have been on my TikTok grind too, so definitely follow me on there if you want more day-to-day updates, because I have been pretty consistent on TikTok. And I made matcha. It's so good. It's so good. I'm literally bro, it actually should be legal how expensive matcha is at home. It's still cheaper than getting a latte every day from Dunkin' or something, or a local coffee shop, but it is pricey, especially if you're making your high quality 5-gram latte every single day. So I'm like rationing because, you know, girl, the tariffs, and matcha itself is expensive and it's out of stock. The matcha that I bought is out of stock until the 25th of April. So I'm debating on whether to wait and just pre-order like a big, like 100-gram container of the matcha that I really like right now, or if I should try a new brand, like order it like, I don't know, in like a week or two. And so I have time because I still, like, the tin is brand new, like I literally just opened it, but I'm like debating because if I wait for the restock, I might run out of matcha before my new bag actually gets here, and that would be very devastating to me because it's actually so good and I would literally drink it every day, but I would run out in like 5 grams divided by 40. What is 5 divided by 40? I would run out in 8 days if I made a 5-gram matcha latte every single day because I only have a 40-gram tin. So yeah, that is actually insane when you think about it. 8 lattes in 1 matcha tin. How much did I spend on it? I can't do math in my head. Anyways. Oh, I've been making bread too. I talked about this in my TikTok, but I'll talk about it on here too. My mom has been wanting to make homemade bread for the longest and she's been trying, but my mom and like probably many other immigrant moms out there, they don't follow recipes. They do not follow recipes and they don't have recipes. Like if I ever ask my mom how to make something, she'll just be like, oh, come watch me make it. She doesn't have like a written down like, oh, this is what I'm following. Like no, she's from her head and intuition and the ancestors guiding her as she makes the meal. So when it came to bread making, not that bread is hard, but if you don't follow the recipe and you're just like guesstimating and approximating like everything, it might not turn out. And for her, it wasn't like, it was still good, like it was good bread, but it wasn't rising as much as she wanted. It wasn't as fluffy as she wanted. Some of the breads would come out like thicker and chewier. So she was like, Mariana, okay, you gotta help me, because she was like, I want bread and you're gonna help me make bread. And I was like, okay. So I found a recipe online and I had her follow it and it turned out to be a really great recipe. She did amazing and it went well and everything. And then I did it the other day. I taught kids at our church how to make bread following that recipe, which I had never followed before, but I had like showed my mom how, just follow what she says, follow what the girl says. And I taught the kids and then I came home and I made it myself as well twice. And it turned out really well as well. So I'm very happy about that. I am a bread maker connoisseur. I know the next time I could do it, I could probably do it and only glance at the recipe like once or twice because I know most of the measurements now, which is great. I've been doing better. I've been doing good. So I've been, getting back on my health, wellness and everything. And also now I'm easing myself back into YouTube. So I'm going to be working on this. So this is like the update video, study with me as we get back into our regularly scheduled content. And I also wanted to talk about what I'm currently reading right now. So it's stacked. I think that this is a really lovely stack we got going on. So I'm going to start with what I am actively reading, which is a novel love story by Ashley Poston. Look at this cover. Hello. This is like the most gorgeous cover. I love it. But the only thing I don't love is that you can see all of my oily fingerprints on it because I like to read in bed like after doing skincare and everything. So yeah, you can see all my fingerprints, but it is such a gorgeous novel. I can't even lie. The story is so cute. It's literally like so me, and I love Ashley Poston. She has yet to disappoint me, so I'm excited to finish this book. This book didn't get that much hype in the book talk community as much as a bunch of other Ashley Poston, I might be saying her name wrong, books got, but this is really cute and I like it so far. I mean, I am only like 100 pages in, literally exactly 100 pages in. That's actually hilarious, but I think it's a really cute story with a great premise and very up my alley, so I love it and I'm very excited. I'm hoping to finish this book maybe tomorrow. Wait, what day is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday? No, Friday. I'll finish the book. I've also been reading Make Believe by Victoria Hutchins. So I found her on Instagram actually, but she has a TikTok as well. And she posts yoga videos with like stories or poetry over like the yoga. And honestly, I became obsessed with her. Like I just love her videos. And when she's coming up with a poetry book, I was like, oh my God, that is insane. I have to read it. And I'm not like a huge poetry person. Like I don't usually read poetry. Like I think this might be the only poetry book that I own like a physical copy of. I'm trying to think of what else, but no. I think this might be the actual only poetry book in my possession, but it's really good. It's so like sweet and very just like heart-hitting. I haven't finished it yet. I'm only like oh so many in, but it's just a really cute and quick read. It's only 120 pages, so you could knock this out in an afternoon, a couple hours, an hour if you're a fast reader. And yeah, but I'm really like savoring it and trying to go poem by poem, and you know, English class Mariana coming back, going in line by line, like what could the author have possibly meant by this line, and why would the author use this word instead of that word? And I also think it's funny how in all my books, like, I'm using the most random bookmarks. So this is like a thing from like these fruit roll-ups that I bought, and this is like a tag from a sports fashion thing, and that's my bookmark in here. And then this one I haven't started, but I got this from the library at my school actually. Yeah, I'm gonna block that out. Build Baby Build, and it is the science and ethics on housing regulations, and it's in comic book form. I was like, wow, great way to learn about housing regulations that I know nothing about. Like, I don't know that much about housing regulations, and I thought that this could be an interesting way to learn something about a topic that I don't really know, that can help inform, you know, my politics. And I thought that this was such a cute concept, so I saw it and I am gonna read this. This will probably be a next week read, just because it's a informative read, and I don't like to read informative reads like when I'm going to bed. Like, I like to devote my attention to them. This is like an afternoon after school read, and I have a final next week, so I can't be reading informative stuff when I need to be studying for my final. You get what I'm saying? And then the last book that I'm currently reading is actually a reread. So this is Deep End. I think I talked about starting Deep End in the last book thing that I talked about. Book updates, what I'm reading, what I've loved. I don't know if I finished it at that time or if I was just excited for it, but I finished Deep End, and yeah. Ali Hazelwood did her big one. She is an immediate buy at this point for me. Like, I don't even care what the topic, the genre is. Like, Ali Hazelwood to me has just proven that she is so versatile. I have loved her romances. I've loved her short stories. I've loved her YA debut, and I'm just obsessed. And she's on a roll this year. So she released Deep End. Like, Deep End came out this year, and another book is coming out in fall, and then she has another book coming out. Is it later this year or like next spring? Like, baby is and I'm loving it because I can never get enough of Ali Hazelwood. Like, it's literally so good. Me and Scarlett, we're like this, okay? Like, she is me, I am her, and this book just spoke to me on such a visceral level. Cute little lore drop. I used to be a competitive swimmer for like 2 years, 3 years, not that long actually when you look back at it, but it is a key part of my identity, and this book just brought up so many memories. And yeah, it's amazing. Mature audiences only though, you know, 18 plus. Don't say I didn't warn you. But Ashley Poston's books are generally like okay for younger audiences, like 16 plus, because her books are pretty tame in my opinion. At least her past books. I don't know about this. We haven't gotten to anything crazy yet. But I'm rereading this because when I was first reading it, when I got to like the middle section, I kind of skimped on like highlights and stuff. So I wanted to go back and like highlight and underline the stuff that Lucas was just like, yeah. Okay, like Lucas is literally Ali Hazelwood writing her men. I love a man who falls first. Like, it's just so pleasing to me and my homegirls. It's so pleasing and I love it. I could talk about Deep End for so long, but just know that it's a really good romance, and it's thick, but it's good. Like, the chapters are very short. It has a very fast pacing to it, which I actually like. And yeah, so that's what I'm reading right now, my little stack. And I have been talking for almost 20 minutes, so it's probably midnight or almost midnight. Oh shoot, no, we have to talk about one more book. I just looked at my desk and I saw this and I was like, no way, we can't end the video without talking about the one, the only Sunrise on the Reaping. Okay, like I am obsessed with Sunrise on the Reaping. Okay, like I like devoured this book. I finished this book in like 2 days, 3 days. This book awakened, like, I don't even know how to tell y'all, like Hunger Games, Suzanne Collins, Rick Riordan, like they are the authors who made me fall in love with reading. And just reading these books as an adult now, reading a new book, not even just like rereading the series, but reading a new book from Suzanne Collins just reminded me of like my deep visceral love of reading and how much I've longed to just really devour a book, like sit down and eat a book up. Like I haven't done that in so long. Like let me not lie, because I definitely did read Deep End pretty fast, but still not like 2-3 days fast. I savored her, I let her simmer. But there's just something about like fantasy. This isn't fantasy, this is a realistic fiction if you ask me, but predictive fiction, societal commentary fiction, okay? But like there's just something about this like, you know, Suzanne Collins, Rick Riordan type books that just makes me go feral. I go feral. And I was scared going into the book. I was scared because I had seen some TikToks of people saying personally victimized by the book. And yes, I too am a victim of Sunrise on the Reaping. Haymitch's games are just so like, they're just so like, you start the book, you're like, damn, that happened. Damn, that happened. Damn, that happened. Because like, we didn't really know that much about Haymitch's games apart from what we heard from Katniss. And just reading the book is like so eye-opening. Like you're like, whoa. And you see a character that popped up in the actual Hunger Games, you're like, whoa. And it's just so amazing. I really enjoyed this book. It was so like, it felt very close the loop as my boss would say, like very full circle. That's the word I'm looking for. And like just how everything is tying together in the universe in this book. And like Suzanne Collins like has the material to write like 50 more books if she wanted to. But I think that, and I've seen this, I'm literally just like a parrot regurgitating what other people are saying, but like Suzanne writes when she has something to write. She's not just writing because like, oh, she could profit off of this series, which she already has. Like she's a very successful author off of this series alone, but like she could be profiting more, if that makes sense. Like if she was willing to, you know, write more, even if she didn't necessarily have something to say, but because people want to hear about Phoenix games or Mag's games or Virus's games or like literally so many people's games. And those are just like the victors that we know about because we're in the original trilogy, but we're not even talking about like the games in between Lucy Gray and Haymitch's games, or we're not really even talking about the other dozens of victors that were not mentioned between Haymitch's games and Katniss's games. Like we only know a few of their names, but not all of them. And so she could be writing more, but just this book felt so full circle to me, and like that we were learning more, but it also feels complete within itself. Like it just feels like a good addition to the series, and I am very excited for the movie. I'm excited to see who they cast as Haymitch. I'm ready to bawl my eyes out because I know I will be. Like I was tearing up. I'm not like a heavy crier. Like I know some people like cry during books, but for me, I think I'm more of a visual person. I didn't cry when I read the Hunger Games books the first time, but I definitely cry like literally every time I am watching Hunger Games, Catching Fire, Mockingjay, part 1, like I cry. Like I still can't watch some parts of the movie like without fast forwarding, otherwise I will be in deep tears. But yeah, I really enjoyed this book, and I am so happy that I got to read this book. I did get this from Walmart, boo Walmart, but it came with this timeline of canon. Oh, I can actually take it out of the book. I'm so silly. It came with this timeline of Panem as like the Walmart exclusive edition, and it just shows you like all of the events that took place. So like I'm saying, like we don't know who the victor of the first Hunger Games is, or maybe we do and I'm forgetting, but I don't think we do. And then we know the 10th Hunger Games, Lucy Gray won them. But I think like it's mentioned that between the first and the 10th, like the games weren't really like televised and like an event like they are now. So it's no wonder that we don't know the victors. But then between the 10th Hunger Games and the first Quarter Quell, we don't know the victors at this point either, I don't think. And we also don't know the victors between the first Quarter Quell and the second Quarter Quell, I don't think. Well, with the exception of like Mags, Virus, Beatty. Did Beatty win games or was he just a capital mastermind? No, Beatty won a game, I think. yeah, he won again. I'm forgetting my lore. I need to reread the books and rewatch the movies, but I don't know if I'm emotionally prepared for that. But yeah, and then between the second quarter quell and the 74th quarter quell, like I was saying, between Haymitch and Katniss, we don't know that many victors apart from those mentioned in movies and books, but like not all. This is what I'm trying to say. But still, so I really enjoyed this book, and if you love the Hunger Games trilogy, you will love this book. Like, don't hesitate to pick this up. Do yourself a favor, pick this book up. It's amazing. I loved it so much. And then last thing we're gonna talk about, and then I'm gonna sleep, I promise, is this bookmark. So I read, this is a bookmark from Charlene. I'm gonna butcher her last name, so I'm just gonna say Charlene O. But Between Friends and Lovers, I did the pre-order stuff, and I got this bookmark, and it's so pretty, literally like laminated and gorgeous. And yeah, this book was really good too. Great summer romance. Actually, definitely gonna reread this in the summertime. There's so many books that I want to reread in the summer. I'm like, my TBR this summer is stacked, okay? But yeah, okay, I've been talking for 25 minutes, so I'm gonna go to sleep now, and I will maybe potentially get some clips tomorrow too. We'll see how we're feeling. Like, we'll just go with the flow. Okay, I'll catch you guys later. Bye. Okay guys, so I'm currently in the library. It's kind of loud, but I don't want to talk super loud. So I just got out of class, and now I'm gonna work on a project. So I have a project due next week, and I'm almost done with it. I just need to do like the finishing touches and like work on the in-class little quizzes and stuff that I have for it. So I'm gonna do that now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.